I was wondering what one of the most hated or loved or sort of conflicting cars that we put out in recent times was. I thought it would be the Jimny, but no. We put out a post a few weeks ago. Actually, no, originally we put out a post October last year talking about a Thar EV in the mix. Thar EV being developed. We didn't think it would look like this. We thought it would look like a Thar with some EV blue bits and some gold bits attached to it and a battery, of course. This, of course, is the new Thar.e concept that Mahindra has put out. It's a bit of a shocker. For two reasons. First of all, of course, they've put it into concept form. There is actually something that exists that says Thar Electric. Second shocker, it's got 4 doors. But it's not the 4-door Thar or 5-door Thar that you think is coming to India in a few months. It's actually completely different. There's nothing about this car that's going to be about the new 5-door Thar that comes to India. As you guys know, the Thar is something that's personal to me. It's something that's emotional to me because I've been attached to the Thar name because of what my dad did with Mahindra all the way back 15 years ago and made the original Thar. But would he like something like this, an EV Thar? Well, if it is more horsepower, I think he would have actually enjoyed this. And of course, electric stuff is great off-road because immediate torque, right? Okay, let's talk about the car now. Finally, let's talk about it. First and foremost, as I mentioned, it is 4 doors. It's a complete different design element. It's not the Thar that we know and we like. It's not a throwback to a Mahindra Jeep. It's not a throwback to any sort of Jeep. In fact, it is so different from everything else, but there are still bits and pieces of the original design element that exists. Squarish tail lamp, big spare tire, for example. Nice off-road bumpers. In fact, coming to off-road bumpers, Mahindra has actually done this really smartly. Now, Pratap Bose, who is the guy who's designed this car, somewhere here, we'll maybe pull him into the video later if we can find him. But what he did, or what he actually likes to do, is not make waste. So, the front bumper and the rear bumper and the front bumper are identical. They're the same. The exact same. This fender and that fender is the exact same. The side skirt here, the step and the step on the other side is the exact same. Come here. This tail light, this one, and I'm going to come in the way, sorry for a second, and that headlight is exactly the same. Now you can do your thing. It's been sensibly designed, and that's something that I really appreciate. Now, this is still a far way away. Okay, it's not coming in the next 6 months, it's not coming in the next year and a half, it's not coming in the next 2 years, 3 years minimum. It'll have either a 60 kilowatt or an 80 kilowatt battery pack. I'm guessing the latter because it does have a lot of space. As you can see, it is not a small car. And that means that it will have a fair bit of range because 3 years from now, when battery technology does develop and sort of gets better and motors get better and stuff like that, it will have a little bit of range. So if you're worried about range anxiety, I wouldn't be really worried. And when you're actually off-road and driving in like small segments and trails and stuff, you aren't actually using a lot of energy. And remember, if you're going downhill, you're actually going regen as well. What do I think of it though? Let's come closer. Now, there are obviously so many conceptualized design elements. Like, for example, this is obviously not going to be, there is no hole there. In fact, there's nothing there. Then there's a grab handle here for the rear doors. But see, even the sort of exposed hinges, they're there on the current Thar and they're there on the Bolero and stuff like that. Which means in the production version, you can actually maybe remove the doors altogether. That should be there. The other thing I do like as a throwback is the fact that it still has a flat-ish fender. It doesn't have a flat fender, so you can't put a can of Coke on that. But it's sort of still similar, right? And of course, then you get the little bonnet clips which you have had on the MM540 and the Classic and the Thar, etc. Windscreen doesn't fold flat, of course, but overall, I mean, these are all modern touches, probably not going to make it to production, or if they do, that'll be cool, isn't it? That. What they've done is taken a legend, taken something that you do not mess with, you do not with, in easier, simpler terms, and made it sort of cool. Wide fenders, butch, rear looks cool. Look at this. Look at these little mounting points here that you can like sort of attach stuff to, or like this little rack very, very similar to what the Land Rover Defender gets, maybe. 45 kilos, maybe you can put like a little jerry can on it or something. And then, look at this, all wide. I might be a little short of words sometimes, but I think this needs to get into production. It's so different from what everything else Mahindra is doing. And in fact, behind this big screen here, behind this is the production version of the BE05. We've seen it, a production ready version, and this as compared to what this is. क्या बोलते हो उसको? आसमान ज़मीन का फ़र्क? आसमान ज़मीन का फ़र्क. Big wheels, big tires. I think that's still 18, but big all-terrain tires. Is this still a Thar though? That's the big question. Is this too much of a variation from what the Thar design language is? You know what? I don't think so, because although a company like Mahindra still needs to sort of throw back to its older design heritage, older design language, why can't it do something completely different, something completely crazy? And that's exactly what they've done, isn't it? Do you like the new Thar? Well, not the new Thar, but do you like this Thar concept? I like it. I think it's rather cool. Born electric. Will it be born electric? That's the big question. Tell me in the comment section what you think about this, because I'm kind of digging it. In the S, I know it's squared off and it has design elements from other SUVs globally. Few design elements, but it is a squared off SUV. There are going to be comparisons drawn. Overall though, I think that looks absolutely sick, doesn't it? Mahindra, put it into production. 3 years from now, 4 years from now, when we're all driving around in swoopy SUVs that you're going to make, that's going to stand out. Signing off now. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. See you.